take some getting used to, but I gotta say the combat feels pretty good. Ching. It tells you which way to block. Listen to the cold steel ring. Do the moves like he was doing on those soldiers out there.
Let's go!
Oh, nasty. He fell down. Change, double tap. Come on, you playing this. He's hitting his own.
We're pushing them back! Help! How are they beating us?
Break your opponent's guard and chain with a light attack. Squares. That's what I was doing. Break your opponent's guard and chain with guard break to throw your opponent.
With me! Charge!
Surely that's not all of it, though. Here we go. Try a quick match. I sure hope those are coins you earn in game. I like that guy. Viking dude. But we're going to start with the knight, because that's what we trained with.
Round one.
Is it just one-on-one? This is it. Okay, that didn't turn out good.
Round two.
Oh my god, feel this time. I'm not quick enough with my block. Oh, that was a little closer.
Round three.
Oh. The balcony. Yeah. Don't think I'm winning that one. Improve your gear. Huh. Why do I have the feeling this is going to be covered in microtransactions? And if it is, whatever. But if it still ends up being the same combat one-on-one, that might get old. 4 versus 4 Dominion. Let's do it. The Sanctuary Bridge. The bridge is a neat setup because You're going to have people going over the edge. I say that like it's not going to be me. It's probably going to be me. Get ready. Wasn't what I had planned for Thursday night streaming tonight, but it's a closed beta, For Honor. So here we are. Now, is this going to end up being fun in the long run? I don't know. I mean, when Swords and Shields, we usually want epic quests and Skyrim-ish stuff to go with it too. And this is basically that chivalry game and actually having a budget to make a game that's worth a crap. And it might get old. I don't know. Basically, you got your blocks, and then you got your weak and strong attacks. So it's just a matter of just thinking faster than the other guy. But it's not like there's guns and landmines and kill streaks and stuff like that, so there's only so much strategy you can employ here. I'm just trying to think. You know, I'm not trying to dog it out. It might be the best game ever, but I'm just trying to think it through. So often these, if you can consider them AAA titles as a 60-day purchase day one, it's going to be a harder and harder sell. Because you give it a few weeks and then it's $39, then it's $29. And with something leaning so heavily on multiplayer, and you've got a douchebaggy multiplayer community, you know, worldwide you got to deal with. I mean, the game's only as good as the community then. Failed to join the session. To be fair, this is a beta. There's no guarantee this is going to work. Oh my God. Report griefing. Is that a thing? Just the fact that you have to have that. Oh my God. Can I take a nap while we wait? Anytime today. Gonna have a little bit more of a riveting soundtrack if I'm gonna have to sit here and listen to it for 4 years. Just praising a 16-bit game last night for what an amazing soundtrack it had. I mean, with what they've got to work with here, this could be the most epic game ever. But if it is truly just multiplayer matches and that's all we get, you know, I'd probably wait till this was around $30 to pick it up. The game is about to start, so get ready. So, I'm not going to say we've got it down, but we know the blocks, we know the moves. And having gone through the tutorial, I can say if that's all the moves that there are, well, then there's only so many things you can do, and there's only so many strategies you can employ. Therefore, this almost has to get boring quick. It's just a matter of who does them first and who fakes out the other one. It's basically a veritable game of mental paper, rock, scissors. Tight White has joined our stream. Welcome, Tight White, to the closed beta of Ubisoft's For Honor. Apox Gaming Collection has also joined us. Thank you, Apoc, for stepping in. Yeah, if you're going to be at work, you might as well be watching Emceemur. I won't tell anyone. So we've gone through the tutorials. You know, it started getting me a little bit because it looked good, swords and shields, and I'm like, I'm going to buy this, but we'll see. Then I got in there and took on another player and got tore up pretty bad, and that wasn't what bothered me. It's again just the fact that we've got up blocks, left blocks, down blocks, strong hit, weak hit, and guard break. That's it. So there's only so many combos you can do here. So a game that's going to be only multiplayer, and so far as I know, that's exactly what this is. May not be cool that long. Now, it seems like there's probably a lot of stuff to unlock. But it looks like it's could be microtransactions, and I'm not going to be into that. Metroid Switch beta. What are we talking about now? Say it again. We can forget all about this. I mean, Metroid what again? Metroid, I read you. Come in. Over. Is that going to be on the Switch when the Switch comes out? We got a beta we can play? That Switch better be ready to hit the ground running when it gets in this house. I'm going to wear that sumbitch slap out. It better be ready for an immaculate showing. And of course, we'll be bringing it to you here, day one. The unboxing, the plugging in, the playing. These people that join the session, then they bail out, man. It's some old bull schnizzle. I mean, I know it's a beta, but you got to wonder how much of it is on their end. Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, but the thing, you know, I will give Nintendo a little credit where it's due on the beta and the demo scene, and it's really only on 3DS for the most part. But the 3DS, especially a lot of the big box RPGs, have had some of the most inclusive and, you know, super duty betas or demos I've ever seen. Especially Bravely Default and Bravely Second. And what is it? That damn Legend of Legacy was awesome. Actual demos that were parts of the game that will not be in the actual game, but progress and items transfer. So cool to be able to just get on it and wail on it. And Pokemon does that too, but it's a boring game, so who cares? But yeah, those RPGs, a lot of times Nintendo's right where it's at on a meaningful demo. I want to get out of this. This isn't working. How long are we going to sit here? I want to report these people for not getting into the match. If we get a new Metroid, I don't want it first person. I want Metroid. I refuse to believe that a 2D game can't come out to today's specs and be good. We've proven that wrong. We don't have to have that. Playing Assault Sulanos the other night. Perfect example. You remade Target Earth for the Genesis? Thanks. Absolutely fantastic. Happier than a pig in shit playing that. No need to change it, make it something it's not. I might be alone on those thoughts. Alright, failed to join the session. I hear you, man. Anybody that wants to boycott Nintendo at this point, I should be with you. I'm the sucker for buying it day one. I'm the glutton for punishment. Um, bought the other systems day one, paid for it in more ways than one. They're not doing you any favors. They're not being true to the franchises. They're so out of touch with what the fans want. When they can release an NES Classic system like that and make it impossible for anybody to get, not learn from the sales of it and realize once again, this is what we want. We want to play with our toys from the 1980s. I mean, really, what else do they have? They have no third-party support. And the new versions of games for these franchises are completely different. And they don't scratch the itch. That Metroid on the 3DS that come out, it didn't even look like it had Metroids in it. I mean, what is this? No Samus, no Metroids. Don't even call it Metroid. Call it something else. I don't like change. And when it comes down to those games, I need them how they are. You can upgrade them today's graphics, that's fine. Again, that Assault Suit Lanos, it's just the most beautiful target Earth you've ever seen in your life from the Sega Genesis. And a new version, but they even gave you an upgraded classic version. So hey, you want to play the original? Here it is. And then here's our take on it. All that for 20 bucks. Thanks. That's wonderful. I wish more people would get into that business model, into that frame of thinking. And what's bad is they can't see success at that level because it's an obscure game. It just happened to be one of my favorites.
How long does it take for this game to start?
I saw it, I crap my pants. But Nintendo has the ability to do that. I mean, with so many franchises. We didn't get a legitimate Animal Crossing on the Wii U. And to be fair, we're really not going to get Zelda, the new one, on the Wii U. Even if they do make it, you're still getting sold short. It's not going to be what it should be. If it even comes out, because I'm still banking it won't. So, the Wii U is actually going up in value. I guess they're hard to get now all of a sudden. And for the first party stuff, I guess you do want one. But Nintendo's guilty of not pushing a lot of franchises. And it's always Mario this and Mario that, and they're always great games, but man, I just look at this wall of NES amazingness here, and I just think about the missed opportunities every day. Granted, a lot of it's third party, but something can be done, okay? You can get together, you can get in bed with one another, we can make a payday, you know. It baffles the mind, the missed opportunities. And they don't see it. They can't see the forest for the trees or whatever the saying. They don't see it. They don't see that they made a Metroid game that didn't have Metroids or Samus in it. They don't see it like that. They think you got what you wanted. This is never going to start. We've been here for 10 minutes. I want out. How do I get out? I want out. Why did I enter a blocked scene? Alright, well, I really don't think this session's ever going to start. Maybe we should have played AI. They're getting 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna back out, and we'll come back in and start it again. You know where to find me. We didn't get a legitimate Pokemon game for the Wii U either. They all do these stupid Rumble Blast games, and even if they had made one, I mean, the last few Pokemons have been crap. Looking back at it, they all are. It's the same game every time. Why can't you make an open world RPG? Why can't you capitalize on the Toys to Life thing while it's still hot? Pokeballs with random characters in it. They would fly off the shelves. They flew off the shelves for the Rumble Blast. Nobody even bought the frickin' game. They just came in and bought the figures. That's all they wanted. Boxes of them were going out. Then they finally made that for the 3DS and they gave it away. It was a free game. It was a download. What the? It's like you're just messing with me. You can't be serious right now. You're losing the race and you're taking a nap. The tortoise is sleeping while the hare's running. It's really something. And I'm to the point now where Nintendo's almost just a novelty to me. Not what it's been in the past. I hold it dear. But for whatever it's going to be from here on out, it's like a circus freak sideshow. You don't know what they're going to do next. All right, well, I do know what this game's going to do next, which is nothing. So I'm going to back out. We'll come back in. We'll go live again. And we'll see if we can pick a mode that actually starts. See you in a few.